up and away today as we head through the air and into space. I'm here at SparkLab right now because I'm about to get up close to human flight. Taking pride of place in SparkLab is science on a sphere. This sphere is surrounded by projectors that can overlay all kinds of spherical data, from our flights around the world to the weather and even other planets. Well, I could spend all day checking out Mars, or I could go and map out a flight path of my own, just this way.
Hi, Lee.
So I can see you're already doing some flight tests. I was wondering if you could take me through how to do something like this.
Yeah, sure. So over here we have some paper.
Our challenge today is to create something that will stay in this vertical airstream by balancing the forces that push our creations up, down, backwards and forwards. To do this, Claire is taking inspiration from nature.
So similar to these seed pods here, we can create our own version of those. The way they work is that that lift that's forcing those seed pods upwards, on the top surface of the leaf there, it creates almost like a mini tornado or a negative pressure or vortex, and that helps increase the lift, which helps that heavy weight of the seed actually fly and spin round.
So it helps the tree actually disperse their seeds.
Exactly, it helps the tree disperse their seeds.
Apart from these seed pod copters, we're creating two more designs today. We're making one design that's a little more complicated.
So once you've folded those 3 bits, yeah, fold it back in half. And for 2 of them, we're just going to get our scissors and cut in about halfway along that fold line.
I got the wrong side. Okay, this is already up to a good.
That's all right.
I don't know if these forces are going to be very balanced on mine.
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, we'll test it out. And we're also making a simple dandelion inspired design. So now we've got our masterpieces. Shall we test them out?
Yeah, sure.
First up, the seed pod copters. Next,
Okay, you ready?
dandelion away. So why do these two fly so differently?
So the difference between these two, you can see that the one I've made, I've got slightly longer tops, whereas yours are slightly shorter.
Yep.
And what's happening is that air's blowing up. These are all catching the air. That's increasing the lift, but also they're increasing the drag, that gravity effect and the effect of friction as well. So your one, because they're not as long, it catches the air just enough for it to get enough lift to fly, but not enough for it to be dragged back down again. Okay. Whereas my one's probably a little bit too long.
So let's say yours floats more gently, but mine goes up.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so now we've got these fancy schmancy ones. Let's see how they go.
Okay, yeah.
So they're actually floating really gracefully.
Yeah, so this design is based on a pollen grain. So a pollen grain, if you think about them, they're almost hovering as they're flying through the sky. The forces that are affecting this are much more balanced.
And that means that it can catch some wind and then end up, hopefully, at a flower.
Yes, exactly. Ready?
Well, Claire, thank you so much for taking me through those flight tests that actually taught us a lot about flight and botany.
Thanks, it's been really good fun.
It has been fun, and if you want to have fun with your own DIY activities at home, you should see what Dr. Joel's got coming up next.